Here's a stat that might melt your brain, rebels. The top 1% controls more wealth than the entire middle class combined. But here's the real question nobody's asking. Is it just money that separates them, or is it the way they think? Because if you study the patterns, and today we will, it's not about luck or privilege or working 90 hours a week. It's a totally different mental operating system. And today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the 10 ways the top 1% actually think differently. So you can start using these mental upgrades in your own life, starting right now. Welcome back, Rebel. It's Lex Ravenna, and this is Revenue's Rebellion, where rebels rise and revenue follows. If you're tired of hearing the same recycled advice, work hard, save money, cross your fingers, and you actually want the strategies that the world's most successful players use behind the scenes, you're in the right place. You have found your tribe, my loves. Today, we're breaking down the secret mental models the top 1% thinkers use, the hidden business model almost every millionaire leverages, but never talks about. 10 real, tactical ways you can reprogram your mind starting today to move from dreadful survival mode into the rarest air of success. And expert-level tools you can start using today, friends. And trust me, if you stick with me to the end, the final mindset shift, number 10, might literally change the way you look at the world forever. They prioritize leverage over labor. So picture this. You could either spend 8 hours today making $20 an hour, or you could spend 8 hours building a website that makes $20 an hour while you sleep. For the next 5 years, top 1% thinkers don't just ask, how can I earn more? They ask, how can I remove myself from the equation? Leverage comes in many forms. Hiring people smarter than you, automating boring tasks with tech, using capital, money, to work for you. If you're grinding 24/7 without leverage, you're building yourself a cage. While the top 1% build machines, guys, let me give you an example. A kid on TikTok designs templates on Canva and sells them automatically on Etsy while he's at school. That's leverage in action. 2. They play long games. Most people won't. I get it. Everyone wants fast. Fast money. Fast fame. Fast success. Long-term thinkers always win the compound interest game. Y'all listen. Top 1% thinkers are willing to be misunderstood, doubted, and even laughed at for a long time because they know patience creates exponential results. So now I ask you, my rebels, are you planting seeds today that will feed you for the next decade? Before we move on, now would be a good time to like the video and support the channel. It's free, my loves. 3. They bet on themselves first. My loves, imagine you're offered 2 investment options. Option A, stocks, real estate, crypto. Or option B, your skills, your brand, your ability to create value. Top 1% thinkers always pick option B first, because guess what? The economy can crash, stocks can tank, markets can freeze, but your ability to solve problems, create value, lead, sell, think, and build, that's untouchable. For example, when the pandemic hit, and yes, I said pandemic, millions lost jobs, but the ones who had high demand skills, copywriting, digital marketing, coding, investing, adapted almost overnight. 4. They kill fear with information. Fear hates facts. Top 1% players know that most fear is simply ignorance hiding in a trench coat. Instead of freezing when they feel fear, they get obsessed with learning. They Google everything. They ask better questions. They seek mentors. They hunt the unknown until it becomes known. And once it's known, it's powerless. Here's a quick story. My loves. A young Elon Musk faced near bankruptcy after SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches failed. Instead of quitting, he dove deeper into rocket science himself, studying textbooks most engineers wouldn't touch. Result? The fourth launch succeeded, and it changed space travel forever. 5. They act before they feel ready. Here's the biggest difference. Most people think confidence comes first. Top 1% thinkers know courage comes first. Confidence comes later, y'all. They launch messy. They start businesses before the perfect logo. They invest before knowing every tiny detail. They speak up before they feel worthy. Think about the first YouTube videos of Mr. Beast or Emma Chamberlain. They were awkward, cringy, and imperfect. Just my opinion, loves, but let's take a look at now. They're running empires. You have to be bad before you're good. You have to move before you're ready. And rebels, let me just tell you, I believe you are ready. They think in asymmetrical bets. Imagine risking $100 to win $10,000. Now, imagine risking $10,000 to win $100. Which sounds smarter? Top 1% thinkers hunt for asymmetric opportunities, which are small downsides and massive upsides. It's the opposite of gambling. Here's a real example. Buying a $20 book that could change your entire career path. Testing a $50 Facebook ad that launches a six-figure business. Pitching yourself for a podcast appearance that introduces you to thousands of potential clients. Top players ask, what's the worst that can happen, and is that worth the shot? Then they move fast. 7. They optimize for energy, not just time. Energy is everything. Top 1% players protect their mental, physical, and emotional energy like a dragon guards gold. They design their lives around their peak performance hours. Rebels, if you think sharper in the morning, you build businesses in the morning, not scroll Instagram. If you crash after 3 p.m., you don't schedule hard meetings at 4 p.m. They block distractions, automate low-energy tasks, and outsource stress when possible. The goal isn't to work more hours, it's to work better hours. 8. They ruthlessly eliminate noise. Hear me clearly, y'all. Top players don't argue in comment sections. They don't waste hours doom-scrolling political drama. They don't take advice from broke people about money. They practice ruthless mental hygiene, constantly filtering. Does this move me toward my goal or not? Is this making me smarter or dumber? Is this adding value or stealing my peace? Guys, listen. Noise kills dreams. The 1% stay laser-focused on their signal. Number 9. They stack tiny wins into unstoppable momentum. Forget giant leaps, y'all. Forget overnight success. Real growth looks boring up close. Top 1% thinkers trust the power of tiny daily wins, reading 10 pages a day, saving $5 a day, posting one piece of content a day, making one connection a week. Stacked daily, those tiny wins create explosive, unexplainable success in a year or two. 10. They redefine failure entirely. This is the grand finale, the master key. Most people fear failure like it's death. Top 1% thinkers see failure like paying tuition to the school of success. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first TV job. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Steve Jobs was kicked out of the company he founded. They didn't see those failures as the end. They saw them as necessary fees on the path to greatness. If you see failure as feedback, not identity, you become invincible. And now, rebels, you know, the biggest advantage isn't talent. It's learning to think differently. 10 mind shifts, a new operating system, a new life. So my rebels, here's the real takeaway today. Success isn't about being born lucky. It's about installing a new operating system. The top 1% didn't stumble into it. They built it, thought by thought, choice by choice. You now have the blueprint. You can stay thinking like 99% of people. Overwhelmed, reactive, scared. Or you can start thinking like the 1%. Strategic, patient, unstoppable. Drop a comment below telling me which of the 10 mindset shifts hit you the hardest. And if you want me to create a full 30-day top 1% mentality challenge you can follow step by step, hit that like button and subscribe. Because if enough of you want it, I'll build it. Until next time, rebels, think bigger, move smarter, and never, ever settle for ordinary.